Welcome to Your Time to Thrive with personal fitness coach Jason Stevenson.
Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday, first podcast of the new year. This is Your Time to Thrive. My name is Jason, and I am your trainer and host and health professional. Our job here is to talk about everything related to your health and fitness and to bring amazing, interesting people in to talk about that. Today, we're talking about the topic of the year, or at least the topic of the moment. Resolutions suck. I know it's controversial, but that's reality. So we're going to see if my co-host Benjamin would like to join me today.
You're going to introduce your guest, man?
Coming on and from the nether regions of Westerly here, we haven't seen him in weeks. He's been behind the scenes and an amazing part of the show that has been valued or at least underappreciated in the mainstream systems here. I'd like to thank Ben wholeheartedly for being my producer and my motivator throughout the year here, because he is the guy that said, dude, Jay, just do it. Get online, take a video of yourself, start a podcast. And here we are, 2021, and we're actually still doing it.
I got to stop telling people that. No, this is why I got to stop telling people. Because so many people now are doing it and they're getting successful at it, and then they're requiring more of my time. So the amount of people that I'm like, listen, it's very simple. Okay. Take it. You're about to do something cool, or you have something that's a tip for somebody. You want to say, grab your phone, put it like this, talk not as if you're hosting, talk just as if you're talking to
being real
someone, and then post it and write in the description why you're doing it. And like, it works. It's crazy. Crazy. Resolutions suck. Do you mean New Year's resolutions suck?
Well, given that is the time of year that we're in, yes.
Because if you just resolve to do something, that's not bad, right?
No. And honestly, that's why this comes up for me every year. As a trainer and a health professional for years, I've seen gyms get busy. Everybody and his mother shows up and jumps on a treadmill because now they're going to change their life. Don't get me wrong, folks. I'm not saying to not do that. I'm not saying that a resolution or to be resolved about a decision in your life is a bad thing in any way, shape, or form. However, given the history and the success rate of New Year's resolutions to now take charge of your life, and most importantly, which is why I want to talk about it today, the way that people go about it has a very high failure rate, like surprisingly high failure rate.
Yeah.
Because you're right, Ben. The truth is, you could change your life anytime you want to, right? Like, you can resolve on December 30th to make new changes in your life, but we don't.
Yes. No. I think that there's no. We've talked a lot about momentum, right? So sometimes the new year is a good springboard. If there are changes in your life that you need to make, that you want to make, and you're coming on December 31st and you want it, right? So like, if there's a resolution that you want to make on December 31st, by all means, use that day as a springboard. If there is a resolution that you want to make November 17th, do not, under any circumstances, say, in 6 weeks, I'm going to change my life. 6 weeks from now, I'm going to change my life. Why? Why are you doing that? Why are you putting so much stock into nothing? I mean, the easiest, I haven't talked on a microphone in a long time. I missed it a little bit.
See?
The easiest, and I didn't want to do the show today, but the easiest thing in the world to look at right now is I was watching the election results last night, right?
Yeah.
And John King, I think that's his name, was like, "Okay, so let's go back to 2020." And I was like, "What?
Why?
What do you mean go back to 2020? The last election results were 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What are you that was a year ago, right? Like that's the last you know,
Reference point.
yeah, it's already like, let's go back to last year. And it's like nothing has changed. All
Yeah.
of these people that were like 2021 is going to be so much different than 2020. And then the first week of 2021 has started and it's like, "Oh, yeah, no, everything is still terrible.
Yeah.
It's still terrible. We decided that December 31st into January 1st was going to be the mark of the new year." There's no like delineation between where one spot in the orbit of the sun and the other spot in the orbit of it's not like there's a barrier in space that you cross through on that day and it's like the world is magically different. So to wait for that, with the exception of the psychological fact of like,
Yes.
this is going to be my year, this is going to be, but like there's no reason why November 17th can't be the beginning of your transformation of your life if that's what you want. Or like,
Yeah.
if you're going to quit smoking, you're going to quit eating sugar, or you're going to work out more, or you're going to stop playing video games 9 hours a day, whatever it is that you're making this resolution to do or not do, could be anytime, so there's no reason to wait for it. So why do we put so much weight, weight, into these decisions?
I think the psychological side is that what you're talking about, that we have this remarkable power behind the date that we've put there, that it's agreed, Becky, every day is a new chance. And that's the point. Like, don't wait for that. Like, we're typically procrastinators. On average, people would rather postpone that choice or that decision making. Like, oh, I'm going to wait till after the holidays is what I hear. I'm just going to make it through the holidays and then I'm going to start making changes. I think that's a big piece of it. There's also, like you said, that momentum piece that people feel, that, that springboard. They need a reason sometimes, which I support, but it doesn't have to be January 1st. And in fact, in my experience, people are better off making resolutions prior to this and making choices and starting changes before January 1st, because it's almost like they haven't really committed to it. It's like my New Year's resolution. And then, by February, oh, I forgot about that, or like things came up, or it wasn't for me. I went to the gym and a week or two later, it just wasn't for me. There's too many people there, which is the ironic part of it in and of itself. But I honestly, I don't know. I really don't, because that's why I wanted to talk about it. I figured that both of us could kind of hash it out. I mean, personally, from my perspective, it's the busiest time of year in the gym.
Right.
This is when people come back to the gym. This is when people, like, gyms do sales and, we're going to do it now. But that doesn't mean it's going to be successful for you.
Right.
Just because it's January. In fact, it's actually harder for a lot of the country, given the climate, to start a fitness habit, because whether you have access to equipment or availability for your schedule to be outside or to do things normally, which is what we've always talked about, having a balanced routine.
Oh my God. So like 3 days ago, earlier this week after New Year's, Allie was gonna, she was like, I'm gonna take the living room so that I can do yoga. Like, you guys get out of here. And so Dave and I were like, you want to go outside, like for a walk for a little while, hang out outside? And we were like, yeah. We went outside for like 10 minutes and we were like, this is so cold. It's so cold. We're gonna go back.
We're gonna go back inside.
We ended up staying outside for like an hour and a half both days, but like it was so miserable. it was so miserable those 2 days, and, like, we were bundled up, but it was just miserable to do that. So, like, I completely get that. I wanna point out, like, you know, don't here's just this is a little thing. I looked at, so we were using this for a long time as the theme on
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah.
Today, StreamYard introduced some new things recently, on Christmas, I think. So I've been using new ones. I thought the bubble would be nice for us.
I like it.
But it was still white, right? Your theme was still white because it looked better like this with the white. It looked
Yes.
and fit the color scheme and stuff. But looking at this with the white, I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I was looking at it during the show just now, and I was like, I I like it. I want it a different color. I kinda want it like the color-ish of the Thrive logo. I'm just gonna do it. I could have waited. I could have waited till the next show. I could have found it. I was like, I'll mess around and do it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Someone watching this show might go, "He changed the color in the middle of that." But, like, I don't care. I wanted to do it, so I did it, and, like, it made me happy, and hopefully Jason likes the new color, and if he doesn't, he'll tell me after the show, and we'll change it to something else next week. He's never, ever, ever said anything about what the graphics look like, by the way, once. So, like,
Oh,
just do it.
Benjamin.
Just no, 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 not her. I'm saying, like, you've never said anything about what the graphics look like, so, like, I don't care. Like, I assume
Right.
that you're fine with whatever I'm doing.
Yes.
Um,
I
so
love
that
what you do for the show. I really
Thank you.
do.
I don't care.
No
So
complaints.
number 1 so number 1, do when inspiration strikes, do it, right?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
one thing that I've learned from you. If inspiration strikes, do it now. Number 2, and I think this is really important because you just talked about putting so much emphasis on New Year's, right? On New Year's Day and then getting disappointed. It's January 6th. If you're watching this show at home, nobody else can see you right now. Raise your hand if you already effed up on your New Year's resolution. Raise your hand right now. If you already messed up your New Year's resolution, if you already missed a day of doing, if you wanted to journal every morning and you haven't, or like you did 2 days, but they weren't like, or you put so much onus on the fact that January 1st, you're going to do this, you're going to eat healthy. And then I was like, oh, wait, we're having lasagna on January 1st. And there's still Christmas candy. January 2nd, I'm going to start it. And that'll be fine. That's at least, it's not 365 days, but it's fine. None of it matters.
Yep.
None of it. If you've messed up January 6th, you can start right now
It's
at
okay.
redoing it. And if you mess up January 14th, if you mess up, September 6th, restart it. It doesn't matter. It
Yes.
doesn't matter. Just like this stupid color, you can change it whenever you want. Okay? It
Okay, I'm against
doesn't
the fuchsia.
doesn't matter.
I like the darker blue than the baby blue.
Let's see what Dana says.
Biggest kindness to yourself is to not make a resolution. Just try to do little things to make your life better. Resolutions to me lead to negative self-talk. I wholeheartedly agree with that. That's actually part of my point. I'm going to carry on with what Ben was pushing there. That I completely, and that's usually the problem. Like I'm going to work out every day. I'm not going to eat any carbs. I'm going to go to the gym 6 days a week. Like whatever that commitment level is. 90% of the time, it's this huge commitment that it's like it's a all or nothing. It's a success or failure, and then that's why the stats are so high for inconsistencies and failure as a complete resolution, because you're trying to bite off more than you can chew. Honestly, if you haven't been on a fitness habit, if you haven't been journaling or meditating every day, then trying to do something perfectly every day for an hour a day is just a little further than you need to reach, quite frankly. It's not unheard of. There are some type A's out there that are just great with a 180. They can just flip the switch and automatically change something. But the vast majority of us are incapable of changing that much and adopting that much of a habit in a short period of time. But the studies show, and history will show, that you are much more likely to keep a habit by adapting small changes over an extended period of time and setting for yourself a realistic goal. The first time I sit down with somebody, when I talk to them about their fitness habit goals and their like lifestyle changes, I tell them to think short term is 1 year. Because in the grand scheme of things, and we've talked about this, in the grand scheme of things, over the span of your lifetime, 1 year is not that long. I mean, let's be honest here. Back in April, how many of us felt that 2020 was never going to end? And here we are. It's raise your hand. And here we are. It's 2021 and 2020 ended. And did you make that commitment 6 months ago to do something different? We talked about that 6 months ago. What have you been doing?
I did. Did I do it? No.
No. Well, guess what? You get to start again.
Hey, can I?
Yes.
This is a weird thing. I'm just gonna throw this out there.
Say it.
Because we. Okay, these were not New Year's resolutions. What I'm about to talk about were not New Year's resolutions, but I think it's interesting. Also, I realize this is the only show that I ever wear a hat during. Because Wednesday mornings I generally don't have anything to do where I'm on camera. So it's like it's
getting long, man. Yeah. It's getting long.
It's getting very long.
I can cut that for you.
No thanks. My dad used a Flowbee for like 30 years and I made fun of him so much. Come to find out, George Clooney's been cutting his own hair with a Flowbee since the early 90s.
And George Clooney's got a great head of hair, man.
I wish I could tell him. Okay, no, all right. So these resolutions, right? 2 years in a row, I did something. And I just want to point out what happened because both of them suck. Number one, in 2019, at the end of 2019, I was going hard in the gym with Jason. And he and I made a quick plan, right? He was like, you could change your entire life in 100 days if you just pushed it. If you just busted your ass for 100 days, you could change your entire life. And I was like, deal. Right.
Remember.
So I made a strict plan that I'm going to follow this for 100 days and I'm going to do it. And this is going to change my life. And I'm super, super jazzed about it. About 10 days into that, my mom got sick and was rushed to the hospital. And then 13 days after that, my dad got taken to the emergency room, ICU, and was put on a ventilator. This is January of last year. Mm-hmm. And that 100 days should have been up at like the end of March. I did some of that plan, but life kicked me in the ass so hard when I tried to make that 100-day plan that it was not even funny how much that resolution that I made, it wasn't a New Year's resolution, but this resolution that I made for this next 100 days was going to be amazing and everything that I wanted. And they were like, how about we put both of your parents in ICUs on separate sides of the state?
Yeah.
Let's see how well you do with your plan when that happens. And guess what? I failed that hard. I did not do it. I think that was January 4th of last year was when my mom went to the hospital. January 16th or 17th was when my dad did. So I went to I think the mid-February was the first time I went back to the gym with you because I was going to both ICUs in Providence and Westerly the whole time. And then so then this year, right? I realized that March 1st was going to be 100 days away, and March obviously is when the world came crashing down last year. And I remembered what I pledged last December, and I was like, I'm going to do it this year. 100 days. The next 100 days are going to be the most important 100 days of my life. Right? I said that in November of this year. You can go back on my social media and look at it. Yep. I documented it. Day 1, this is what it was all about. Day 2, this is what it was all about. Day 3, this is what's really important. Day 4, my mom got COVID. She died on Christmas. I haven't done shit since then. I mean, I have, for myself and like, several good things, but I did the exact same thing that I did last year. This 100-day challenge to myself, this resolution that these next 100 days would change my life. And what happened was both of my parents got sick and almost died. They both made it. This is January of last year. Since then, my dad died in August. In November, I said, right before Thanksgiving, I said 100 days till March 1st. Gonna take this 100 days to change my life. The week of Thanksgiving, my mom got COVID. She died on Christmas. No one cares, especially the universe, especially whatever it is that you believe is out there. No one cares about your resolution. No one cares about your timeline. No one cares about that. Your mom just said it. Today is the first day of your life. Today. Absolutely.
Yep.
None of it matters. None of it matters. These resolutions don't matter for a specific timeline. There's no timeline, right?
No.
If you want to, I love this
It's just
show because I'm
today.
getting all jazzed up. It's just today. So like, I ordered, by the way, in October, my friends, just talking about doing some good stuff for yourself. My friends ordered me for my birthday at the beginning of October. They ordered me, they gave me a thing for Earthbox. I don't know if you know what Earthbox is, but
Yes.
it's great. So I got a bunch of they gave me like 3 months worth of vegan snacks, or whatever, you can choose whatever healthy options
Yeah.
that you want,
Yeah.
vegan, gluten-free. I got vegan and gluten-free snacks, and they never came. They never came. So like I had this plan in October. I did it, and like it should have been here by the end of October, or at least I called them because I was like, where is it? It finally came in today.
Nice.
It finally came in today. I put it in a Stop and Shop. There's like 30 something vegan snacks in there, which
Awesome.
I'm so excited about. It also came with a bunch of these for meal
Nice.
prep stuff. Yeah, if you guys want to be a sponsor of the show.
Right.
And it's nice. It's no one cares about your plans. No one. Companies that are supposed to send you good stuff, like, don't depend on anything else. Just do what
Just
you're gonna do.
yourself.
Jason, should I ever try a 100-day challenge again?
You know what? Here's the deal, actually. Honestly,
Should I ever try a 100-day challenge again, or am I gonna kill
sort of
more of my family
as your
members?
friend that loves you deeply, no. But I would argue that your most recent 200-day challenges changed your life. You got that's that message that you got to be careful what you ask for in the universe, right?
I know, right?
It's it's the message behind Aladdin's lamp, isn't it? That you have to be careful the way that you ask for things in this world,
Yeah.
because what you think you're saying is not really what you are saying. What you think you're asking for in this world is really not what you're asking for.
Yep.
I think that's part of it. That when we always talk about this, ask for help, have feedback, use mirrors, talk to your friends, include other people when you talk about these changes in your life. But keeping it realistic, keeping it focused in the present. It's not, I'm going to do this for 100 days. It's, I'm going to get up and work out today. I'm going to eat the best that I can today. I'm going to move my body today, and I'm going to set a goal that a year from now, I will have succeeded in doing so, or that I will have created this habit. I think if you're going to talk about being realistic about your resolutions, then what do you want to get from it? Not what are you going to do? Like, are you going to be healthier? Are you going to feel better? Are you going to have spent more time with friends? Are you going to have spent more time with people that you care about, or doing self-care? Those are the resolutions that will stick, because those are marketable, like, are you trackable? You'll know in a year if you are feeling better and healthier, and you've got a fitness habit that's balanced and includes hiking and swimming and maybe going to the gym occasionally. I tell people all the time, don't join the gym in January. Number one, it's busy. And number two, you got better options. You're better off just saying, okay, I'm going to move my body 3 days a week for about half an hour a day. That's it. Just move your body. And when you get past January, because do you know that the average is less than 10% make it past February with their resolutions across the country?
Of course they do.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah. Because when you pick a New Year's resolution, the onus isn't on you to change your life. It's on the external. It's on the fact that it's January 1st and then it's a new year and then it's a new beginning. You put so much stock into the fact that the new year is going to do something for you that you don't do it for yourself.
Yes. Yes. And realistically, it takes 90 days to really see changes in your life. I mean, if you start a fitness habit from ground zero and haven't been working out, you're going to lose a little bit of weight. You're going to feel better. You feel a little bit stronger. You're going to notice differences. But the truth is 90 days is what you need to set for a realistic expectation for anything. That's why when most people get to February and they're like, I only lost 3 pounds, or I don't know, I got to the gym a couple days, then their tracking is terrible. Your success being based on the unrealistic barometers is why those resolutions don't work.
Yeah.
Making realistic goals to be successful in your life. It's like we've talked about the 100 days. I like the 100-day challenge. I'm not against it. And I think that if you look at your track record,
I'm not against it either. Nothing bad has ever happened.
You've changed your life in 100 days. That's for damn sure.
Life changed me.
Yes. Ain't that the truth?
And
that what happens?
Yes, that is. That is
but
what happens.
What we want to do though is find balance in our lives, and that should be the goals. Find balance in your social life, find balance in your food life, find balance in your fitness life. Then you have balance in your life. The 3 major factors. And I missed that too, by the way, sir. I keep forgetting to tell my guests that there's a required drinking water moment or 2 or 4. I'm going to start making that an obligatory part of it.
Absolutely. That's definitely.
As long as it comes in liquid form.
Unopened. It's unopened.
There's no rules. There's no censorships. But we all have anecdotes and stories that we've had with friends where somebody tried a fitness challenge or somebody tried a New Year's resolution and they failed miserably. Be the success story in your own life. Be the success story that somebody else tells, that you didn't tell anybody about your resolution and you just got up and went for a walk every day.
Can I show you something? This is a gift from a mutual friend of ours that I got for Christmas. I didn't know who sent it. I quickly had an assumption of who sent it. But this is a gift that I got for Christmas that came in yesterday from a friend.
Oh, wow.
It's a personalized painting.
I love it.
Of everybody in the house.
I love it.
And I was like, that's a flattering version of me. I'll tell you, that's unrealistic, but I'll take it.
It's an artist representation.
I was like, thank you very much. I'll take that. And he replied, it's okay. That's 2021, Ben.
I like it.
I appreciated that. So, I just thought that was funny, and it was right next to me, and we were using props, so I thought that I would use the prop.
That could be a 2021 part of the shows this year. There will be props.
There will be props.
It's your time to thrive, discussing all things related to health and fitness with props.
There will be props.
It goes with
brought to you by Kalena Sparkling Coconut Water. It's good. I don't know. I haven't tried it.
Love sparkling waters. Good solution for the soda drinkers out there.
Who does
too many options out there.
Your mom said, "Wow, nice," and I don't know what she meant. Oh, she's talking about the painting.
She's an art fan. And I think that was a cool piece. This isn't related to the resolutions, but for the holidays this year, I saw a lot of that across the board. A lot of local shopping, a lot of homemade and handmade gifts, a lot of art stuff, a lot more heartfelt stuff. I feel like
Yeah.
that was one of the pieces that we gained this year, that in our seclusions and our recluse experiences, people got a little bit closer. We got a little bit more relatable. Did you find that? Do you feel like people were, behind the mask a little bit more? I think we can safely say that Ben has been alone on the microphone for too long. You need to get you on the mic more.
I
You're
don't know what you're
behind the mic too often.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm doing the rest of the show with this mask on.
I do love the mask, though. I do love the mask.
I bought these masks. I haven't left the house since I got them.
Money well spent.
I haven't left the house since I got them. I've used them mostly as a prop. Which is fine. Which is fine with me. I've left the house. I haven't left the don't worry about it. I'm fine. I'm not slowly going crazy in my room.
Well, no, if you're not going crazy this year, you've succeeded.
This doesn't look bad. I'm gonna leave it.
I think you should.
I'm leaving it like this.
This is the new look for the kids anyway.
The rest of just
you could pass for a high school kid right now or college. It's just there.
Thank you.
And as long as you can't pull it back in a man bun, we're good.
In certain ways, the bangs end up looking like, because they weren't, it was just a normal haircut. But now there's like bangs, and they kind of look like Justin Bieber in like 08.
Yeah.
In a certain, if they fall a certain way. So I just need to make sure that doesn't happen.
If you didn't tell people that you're wearing a hat all morning, you could just say that you have a $300 an hour stylist. Because that's what people come out looking like. Have you seen the red carpet stuff recently?
Well,
little product in there and just shake it. I don't know. You're talking to a bald guy about hair.
That's true. That's true. That's true. You know what? That's the one thing that I'm not. There's a good hairline still. So
you should be very proud of that head of hair, sir.
I'm happy about that.
I haven't had to style my hair since LA Looks was cool.
Ooh, LA Looks. Nice. I think I bought LA Looks a couple years ago because I needed gel really quick, and I was just in a room and there was nothing else there, so I just grabbed some. I wasn't in a room. I was in a store and I couldn't find anything. It was in the checkout aisle at CVS or something, and I was like, "Ooh, gel! I'll just grab that." Then I got home and I was like, "LA Looks, wow!"
That was the '90s, man. That was the '90s.
That's crazy. How were your holidays?
They were peaceful. It was quiet. That's actually one of the things that I celebrated this year, that it wasn't chaos. It was nice to connect with people, but it was nice to be quiet.
Yeah, I like it when you're quiet too.
I'll bet there's some people in this world that would wholeheartly agree with you.
You asked me 4 times to be on today. I just want to point that out.
Yes, I know. I had to bring you kicking and screaming. You are the co-host of Your Time to Thrive, and you have been missed, sir.
I'm sorry. No, I think that your mom and your dad and Meg and has there been a real, and yep,
Becky.
Becky. I think that they were all wonderful. They let you talk, which is nice. I haven't let you talk very much today.
It's okay.
So that's good. What else we got? I got 4 more minutes that I can banter with you about.
Deal. So
what else? What else we got? Let's shout out to our friend in the Dominican Republic. Nah, never mind.
Did you make a resolutions this year?
No.
No?
No.
Any? Did you think about them before this show?
No.
Yeah.
I've thought about resolutions. I didn't make any. I have not thought about like an actual New Year's resolution at all. Um, I have had things that I wanted to implement for a long time. Um, that I've been doing a little bit of, and that I just need more consistency. You know what I did recently that I think was a good move, although it hasn't been super effective. But it's been super effective to put me in a good mood, which was the goal. But the ultimate goal is to make me get out of bed, and that hasn't been that. I'm little depressed recently. But I changed my alarm on my phone from from just a ringtone, like a normal thing, to a song, to a really positive song that I
I
like.
love that.
That's all about like appreciating the moment.
I love that.
And so that was a good idea. So now every morning when that song pops on, I know that it's time to get up, and also I'm happy immediately. And
Yeah.
it'll probably ruin that song for me within like 2 or 3 weeks, but like
It's gonna play it out.
for now I'm very excited about it. Um
So just switch it.
no.
Yeah.
Uh
Before you get tired of it, start looking for another song that makes you feel really happy and ready to go for the day.
did you make any really resolutions, Jason? Love mom.
No, for that same reason. I build on the goals that I've had running. I build on the things that I've done. I usually do my reset on my birthday. Honestly, I spend a specific period of time on my birthday by myself, meditating, going over my year, and thinking about what I did good, thinking about things that I wish I'd done differently, and what I learned from my year, and then what I really want and see in my future year. So for
That
me,
makes more sense than New Year's.
and that's why I've done it for years, because as a fitness professional, like we've talked about today, I'm used to seeing people fail at New Year's resolutions. And I will help support people and back them up in it and help them with it. But I'm certainly going to give them the same speech that we did today about setting this as like a year-long goal. Like, don't think about this as a short-term thing. But for me, the birthday celebration is a more personal focus and reset and chance to be reflective and chance to be focused on the new year. So, in answer, mom, and everybody else out there, the answer is no, no specific New Year's resolutions, but I have kept my focus on my movement and my food and my water. After having the surgery that I did 2 years ago, I have really focused differently on my core and my movements. I've found a lot of gratitude for being able to move and focus on my food. And it's just one of those things that I continuously evolve, as we learn more about the nutrition and learn more about fitness,
That was
regaining
2
my
years
strength.
ago?
Yeah, I know. Well, it didn't happen during COVID, sir. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what happens in a year. It goes like that.
Um,
2021.
I
Batten
bought
down the hatches, folks, because everything's subject to change.
Jay, I meant to tell you this. I bought a punching bag.
Oh, I love it.
I bought a freestanding heavy bag.
Love it. Where is it? Is it set up?
It is not set up. It just came in, so it's in the
Nice.
garage, and I gotta like put it all together and fill it up with water and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
So did you get one of the ones that has a base, or is it with the rigging?
with a base.
Awesome.
Yeah,
You are going to be so happy about that.
it's great. It has like a big spring on the bottom of it.
Uh-huh.
It's cool. It was pretty affordable. It was nice. I got some MMA gloves instead of the boxing gloves so that I can, put them on myself easily. And
That's smart.
yeah,
All you
so
need is protection for your knuckles. That's it.
yeah. So
So what's your goal with that? How often are you going to use it? What are you thinking?
I have no idea. I have no goals. My main goal is to hit something.
That's a good goal, actually, especially something that's not going to hit back.
It's because it's fun. It's fun, like
Mhm.
that's the always I had gotten a heavy bag when I was at my parents' house, and it was out in the garage, which was a detached garage that was
Oh,
like 100 feet away from the house, and and got too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter. and then it also was the storage place for a theater company, so it was very hard to get out to it. And I eventually just gave it away. And then I've never wanted to hang something from a beam anywhere else that I've lived. So
Your housemates thank you for
yeah. Uh,
that.
so so
So you're gonna put that in your room?
yeah. So I'm gonna wrap your wrists. I've learned a lesson. Yeah, I fell
Uh,
actually. So
Hi, Eric.
I have bad knees and bad wrists and a bad shoulder. I during football in high school, during like one of the double sessions, I tripped on a rope. The rope ladder that you not the rope ladder, but the thing that you run through.
Yeah.
I tripped on it and I went to break my fall with both of my wrists and I sprained them. And so then I taped my wrist forever from football. So I will definitely tape my wrists. Thank you for that.
Tape or wrap. Quick wraps. I can show you how to do that.
Then show me, bro.
Yeah. Boxing wraps.
I like this. I like this. You always wanted the podcast to be more conversational, who's your boy? What's the
Rogan,
Rogan? Yeah,
the godfather of podcasts.
Rogan. He is not, but I got the I got the arm now. I got
Right?
Jamie. Is it Jamie?
Yeah.
I got this. This is the guy from Sweetwater, the personal rep from Sweetwater. That's not like a bragging thing. They assign everyone a personal rep at that music company. That music supply company. He was like, I was like, I need an arm because they called me or they emailed me and they were like, hey, if you're interested in any Black Friday deals, and I looked and I was like, no, I want one specific mic, and I want like 3 things. If there are no deals on that, if you can give me a deal on that, and he was like, I can hook you up, and I was like, okay, great. This is why these companies have individual sales reps, because he upsold me like $600 worth of stuff, and I was like, yeah,
Sold.
absolutely,
It's a
absolutely.
discount.
And now I have a microphone that I can't shut up when talking into, but I haven't used it because I've been all sad. So this is nice. Thanks for making me do it, Jason.
Thank you for doing it with me.
You
It's
got
nice.
unleashed on though.
I love it. I love it. I love, honestly, that's one of the things I've always been grateful for in what I do, that I unknowingly encourage authenticity and vulnerability. So I'm grateful for the fact that you feel you can be yourself with me, sir.
I'm gonna more prop. Hold on.
Folks, if you're listening to this and are not watching this, you need to find a way to watch this.
We got to play this sometime.
Oh, you got that.
Air.
I looked at that for my my niece and my nephew, actually. Yeah. That
Dude,
looks
I'm so
amazing.
excited. I haven't opened it yet. I'm very excited to play it.
So can
I'm
you
terrible
do
at
that?
drawing on things, so I don't know.
It can't be bad then. So is that on a local device, or can you set it up on the internet?
Ooh, good question. Good question.
Right. All right. So inquiring minds want to know. In a world of Zoom, depending on the capacity of the device, I guess.
I mean, it shows it on a TV, so it
Right.
looks like it probably has an HDMI that it plugs into, or it's an app. I
So
don't
it's
know.
an app,
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I got enough HDMIs and tricks and capture cards and
right?
stuff. I will figure that out, Jason
Yes.
Derulo. Jason Derulo, funny story, actually, checked me in for college.
Random, huh?
Yeah, no, he was the RA, the exiting RA at the school when Dave and I were checking in. And so he checked us in, and then but that was his he had graduated, I think, in the spring, and he was just doing it for some extra cash for that semester or something. I'm not sure. It was like 15 years ago now. But yeah, and then I didn't realize this. until 10 years later.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, it was really weird because when he introduced himself, he did sing his name. So I should have known. It's a true. He didn't sing his name, but the rest of it's true.
Even
story.
better. That's even better.
Yeah. So,
that's
anyway,
fantastic.
I don't know. New Year's resolutions suck. If you want to do something, do it. Do it today. Do it right now.
Don't wait.
And if you want to stop doing something, stop doing it right now.
Yeah.
And if you fail, that's okay.
Okay. It's okay. Today is today, and you just do the best you can today. That's it.
And don't try any 100-day challenges for the good of your loved ones.
For the good of your loved ones.
For the good of your loved ones.
Just focus on today.
Don't commit to anything. When life gives you lemons, just bail.
Just commit to just making lemonade today.
This is not what we're supposed to be saying to people.
Well, let's be realistic, right? Like, you're going to set goals that you're not going to reach, or you're going to set aspirations that aren't fulfillable. We've talked about this in the past. The closing here is we set high goals for yourself. Absolutely. Aspire to amazing things, because you can achieve anything that you really put your mind to. But the truth is, you have to be smart about that. And it takes a long time to achieve goals. Jason Derulo did not come out of being an RA and become successful. It didn't take you 1 week to gain the 15 pounds that everybody average gained over the COVID year. That 2020 was a crazy year for a lot of people. It's going to take longer to get over this. It's going to take time to succeed in your aspirations and your goals. It takes 4 years to get a good college degree, at least 2. Be realistic about what life requires of it, and just do the best you can every day to get you closer. What are you doing today to make yourself better, to be better, and to be the person that you want to be grateful for in the future? Then you can have an amazing microphone that you love.
I don't understand. He's younger than me.
That means he went to college before you did.
He did, but I don't. It's interesting.
How much younger?
Like a year and a half.
Yeah. Did you go to college right out of high school?
No, I skipped a year.
That's all I did. So that's it.
Huh.
And based on the birthdays, he could have gone to school the year before you, easily.
Yeah, absolutely. This is interesting. Yeah, dude, and it was like later. It was later that year.
Yeah.
The more you know. Anyway, the hard thing is I missed Anthony Ramos from Hamilton.
Oh, really?
And an amazing recording artist in his own right. I missed him by 1 semester on the other end.
Oh, wow.
He left before he came in, which sucks because that would have been cool.
Yeah.
He's Braden's favorite singer right now.
That's
and actually the singer of the song that is my wake up alarm right now. So the song is called Stop by Anthony Ramos. It's amazing. Check it out.
I will. I love it. You have to start shopping for a new one before he gets played out on you and you don't like it anymore.
I know. All right.
Love it. Be safe, folks. Anytime you have any questions relating to your health and fitness, reach out, folks. I'm here for you. ThriveTrainingTeam.com. Thank you, guys. Have a great and healthy day. We'll talk to you soon.
For more information, tips, and workouts of the day, check out ThriveTrainingTeam.com.